What is going on, chat bot builders? Today's the day. Today's the day I told y'all that nobody would come snatch this crown from me, because that would be like snatching this crown from the builders. But today, I'm finally so pumped to announce that we have another crown joining officially to that CBB nation, to the CBB kingdom. We've got the ultimate, the one and only chatbot queen herself. And so, in respect of the queen, I shall take this crown off, and instead I shall trade said crown for the prompt engineering hat with the headphones. And without further ado, we're going to turn this music down before Wendy screams at me, and we're going to bring on the queen.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Listen, I'm going to snatch the crown and I'll put it on myself.
Did you see? We've mastered the art of transportation. Your bots have now been equipped with a new feature called Transport. Is located in the OpenAI section of your prompt engineering tab. Totally planned that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. That's amazing.
I used to be the president of my improv team in high school, so I know what's up.
I think
for you kids, that's like comedy.
And we've got them chat GPTing improv because they're not going to be able to spell it.
Improv.
They can't spell it. Improv, right? This is like going to be my thing. Welcome.
Like, where's that template?
Just before we popped on here to make sure everything was working, unlike yesterday when I had my guest and I on the podcast for 17 hardcore minutes unrecorded. But that was also just a warm up. I've got the queen of chatbots, arguably the most well-known face and name in the game, that really taught. I've always said I think there's probably been, if the numbers are real, at least close to 1 million people that you've probably brought to the light of chatbots since the beginning. And in fact, as I've said many times, I'm on record, because I know YouTube be doing you like that. I'm on record every time giving all the credit to who? To you.
You're so sweet. I'm like,
no, I'm not. I'm a gangster. Straight up. I'm a top G from Savannah, Georgia. But I know one thing, and that's to show respect. And when you show respect in general, you get respect. And when you hang around and you're around the right people, that's like they say about your 5 closest friends, right? That's just real, man.
Right there. Yes, it's absolutely real.
You've never, ever strayed me wrong. Ever. And I'll tell you this.
Try to keep you on the path.
You changed my whole life, Kelly. I'm grateful to you so much, but I'm going to kind of stop for a second and just let you, the queen, make the official decree and announcement of what's going on here. Why is today so special?
Okay. Do I just jump into it, or should I give a little story? Like what's happening?
The kingdom is yours.
Thank you very much. Hi everyone. So let me just tell you a quick story. Back in the day, and not too back because we're talking about a year ago. For those of you who don't know me, I've been in the chat marketing game since there was a chat marketing game. I truly am the queen. It took me years to actually accept the title, but I'm undisputed. That was my goal when I started on this path, to be the best, the undisputed queen of chatbots. And I've flown all over the world. I've been in front of audiences. I don't want to drop some of the things I got planned, but I'm gonna be blowing your mind this year. But I was with a legacy platform. Many of you know the platform, and I got burnt pretty bad. I didn't like the way they were playing their clients, their creators, as we call them. They look at them as customers, and I had enough. So I kind of took a step back. I focused on AI, took a step back from chatbots. And then my friend over here, Ryan, is every once in a while, he was very timid. He didn't want to get in too much trouble with me. He was bothering me or something. I don't know. he was like, hey, I want you to look at this. I'm like, yeah. I'm burnt out on bots. And finally, he got me on a Zoom. And after this Zoom, he says that I changed his life. He changed my life. He kind of was like, brought the passion back for chat automation again, because it blew my mind what CBB can do. You can't touch us. Like, you just can't. And we've been working together. We've been wanting to work together for years on a project. And I guess the big announcement is I am coming on board as the COO. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's the Chief Operating Officer. I'm gonna be whooping them up in shape in the back end, helping to support our boy. Ryan has so many hats that he wears. You've seen half of them on his live show. And we decided we're going to make it official. We're going to make it official, y'all. I'm coming on board. I'm an official part owner of the company now. I am on the exec team. And this is not just exciting for us. For those of you who don't understand the excitement that Ryan and I have around this, apart from our history and how much we've have mutual respect for each other and have wanted to work together for so long, this means a lot to you guys, because it means that you have basically three powerhouses on the VP side. Like on the exec side, we have Wendy, we have Ryan, myself, with tons of experience in the industry. We know how to kick ass and take names. And then we also have an amazing team that we are, one of my tasks right away is to get everyone in order and organized. Obviously, that's what a COO does. So we're going to be bringing you things that you think we're awesome now. Oh, sweetheart, you don't even know the half of it, man. I get on calls with Ryan and he like tells me the things that he's working on that you guys are going to get soon in the future, in the near future. And I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot wait. So that's the big announcement. We want to share with you tonight that announcement. So I'm coming on as the COO of Chatbot Builder. And this is kind of a big deal for me, because those of you who followed me for years, you know I built my entire Baby Got Bot brand around a legacy platform. And I was like, peace out, homies. I'm going for something better. Obviously, I have a passion for AI, and we could do things nobody can touch. Nobody can touch us. And I think we've proven that time and time again. So I'm pumped. I'm super pumped. But yeah, the other thing we want to talk about tonight is just kind of our vision for this company, and take you, our co-creators, along on that vision. Because unlike legacy platforms, not only do we have the secret sauce of the platform itself just being a badass, but we have the team and we have the co-creators. And, you know, our success is absolutely tied to the success you have, which is why we bring you the live trainings almost daily now, right? We're bringing you the recorded videos. We're updating all of our documentation. We're constantly working on updating our support systems to bring you the best of the best. You can't touch us. You just can't. You can't touch it. There it is.
Do you know what this means, guys? The Matrix is ours. I told you from the very beginning, I was going to make sure there's only going to be one chatbot builder, and that is going to be CBB. And this has been something that I've been planning and I've been hoping for, legitimately praying for at times, because this is the thing that I understood. When you do business with who you know, like, and trust, this is the most powerful thing in all of business. I just was at one of the most prominent real estate events on Hilton Head today, by chance, with a client, and a big shot was there. I don't remember the name. I apologize, but the dude literally said the thing that I've been repeating and repeating. Kelly teaching me, this dude who I don't know how much, this is the kind of person that might get paid 25 grand to show up for an hour or two to talk. Okay, this is that kind of level we're talking. That's the advice that all these realtors.
I'm trying to think if I know this dude. I might know this.
I am sure you do. Like, this guy's he's legitimately like hundreds of millions of dollars he's made. Like, he's record like 300 houses a month, like big time himself.
Dang. Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, they're talking numbers in there that like little Ryan Bizzle's like, where's my calculator at? Hey, ChatGPT.
There is money to be made as chatbot builders helping people like that. Like, don't be afraid to go reach out. Seriously.
Your network is your net worth. I forget where that phrase came from.
I've heard that one many times before too, but it's legit for sure.
I'm telling you guys, if you hang around the people that you aspire to be, like, listen, straight up, the history someone said, this is such an interesting first comment, where I forgot where it went, but someone says here, where did it go? Golly, this is it. He says, Nick, what up, Nick? He says, here for the history. Let me tell
Amen.
you. Let me tell you the history. This is our first comment. Let me help y'all understand something. We both around 2009 ish, whenever you could originally possibly run a Facebook page for a business, she and I
We both
not have
touched it. How was
no
that?
connection.
We
Like
didn't
we
even know
were
each other yet.
had no idea each other existed, and there had to be less than like 1,000 of us that in my mind in the United States that like had this idea that like, holy cow, we're going to be able to make money with this social media stuff
Mhm.
because it's so valuable, and they don't understand this is pre NFT Gary V style stuff. Even before
Yes.
Gary V was popping like he was,
It was like
like we were
wine
doing
right
this
out of the wine club.
straight up, man. And so to me, Kelly has always been the like lady version of Gary V, and like it's I've always like had that vibe whenever I've watched her, and I loved the theme of the 80s. It was like such a production.
You
And
have
I
to
was
go
like,
back a little bit for
bro,
that. That was a lot of
there's
work.
something is I couldn't imagine. But what I did see was as a content creator for brands at the time, running ads, seeing what you were doing, and then not knowing what the heck the chatbot was that you were talking about. I thought chatbots at the time, like I come from a hospitality background. That's my history. The
Mhm.
next thing you need to know about me, guys, outside of hospitality, is she changed my whole worldview on what was already possible based on infrastructure. I didn't have the ability to design a Facebook Messenger app of my own to make what she was able to do in Facebook Messenger. Okay. And it blew my mind. It was the quiz bot. The
It was the
quiz
quiz
bot
bot, yeah.
changed I've said it, I think, every year that we've spoken.
'Cause it's so multifaceted, like, it's simple, but it can do so many things for you. Yeah,
And
for sure.
the next thing I'll say, the coolest thing about Kelly is this. I'm sure that she had and still has an inbox that's unmanageable. And what
Yes.
you know, what's up, D? What's up, Dan? What's up, Danny? But you know, maybe it was because like I probably liked every video she put out after I like
You might
recognized
have
who she
stalked
was.
me a little bit.
It's borderline, maybe, maybe. But like I'll tell you guys, like I watched everything because I wanted to learn everything because I knew from my experience in content creation in social media that I knew what I was doing was gangster and valuable and
Mhm.
all, and was running the ads, I was seeing the things. But if it's not an e-commerce like sale, it is hard in certain cases to like actually give a quantifiable answer. Here's how much money I made you, and that's what the business
And
owners
now we
all
can
want.
do that. Yeah.
We
Bottom
can do
line.
all the things. And so when Kelly's quiz bot taught me, okay, not only can I
What's up,
get
Doug?
the contact information, I can now have a loyalty program built on
Mhm.
Messenger. Game on. I was like, that's so basically from 2018 to the person that asked Nick, from basically 2018, because of this lady, I've been obsessed with AI and chatbots. And to us, that was AI. Technically, it was AI, artificial intelligence,
Yeah, it was like the
logic.
beginning.
And we knew the craziest part, we knew the future was coming ever since I was a kid. They told us, like,
Mm.
first grade, like, kid, I'm 34 now. First grade, they're saying artificial intelligence and robots are going to be the future of 2000, like
Mhm.
2010 or whatever. Like, it didn't happen like that, but boom, now it's like the hockey sticks going straight up. So
Yes.
it's
And it's
on,
moving
baby.
faster than you think. And this is what I've told people for a while, like, if you are doing anything with AI today, you're already ahead. And I think sometimes we get so involved in our own community, like the AI community, the chatbot community, that we think like it's common, like nobody needs this. But like, go out into the wild and people's minds are blown. Was it who was recently was it Lewis who was posting how like people are coming to him to ask him to fix their legacy bots, and literally within minutes he's building in CBB and blowing their mind on what's possible, like in minutes on the phone with the person. He's like, you don't need that, let me show you what's possible. And like, he's selling it because it's the technology's there, it's just everyone's behind. We're so
Not
far ahead, so far ahead.
Dude, not
It's
only
kind
is
of
he
crazy.
blowing.
I'm like literally they're trying to convince. It's That's the most frustrating part of my day, is when I have to try to convince people. Not only is it possible, but we're doing it, and you don't need Rippler or whatever the hell it's called. You don't need like 5 connections to get shit done. It's like plug and play, literally. I do think a lot of bot builders come in with that traditional mindset and they're overthinking it. Y'all are trying to go hard. I love it. I love the energy. But I do think some people need to maybe take a step back, because I think there's a lot of money to be made without the overcomplication. And, take off your builder hat for a little bit and start thinking of the user experience, because at the end of the day, user experience, bar none, most important thing. And we can deliver a stellar user experience that also benefits, obviously, our clients. We're talking about their users, the people chatting. And sometimes I think that we're like trying to do too many fancy tricks when we got to learn how to walk before we run. And that's not to say we can't run with you, because we absolutely can, but let's learn to walk, and then we're going to be sprinting because we're already ahead. We're so far ahead right now.
And we're going to keep on going further and further and further. And, Kelly was just, y'all know it might seem like a joke whenever I say Wendy and Kelly get on to me. Well, listen, man, this is true. Like, it's true.
I'm constantly in the chat like, what the hell? Explain this to me.
Straight up. But you know what? That's like what we need. Like I'm super chill and going with the flow, because like I'm so like focused on what I'm trying to achieve for you guys, literally. That yes, things, even in the best of cases, AI and automation companies can have things fall through cracks, and sometimes procedures can get missed, and sometimes things happen, and it's my fault at the end of the day. Any problem is only Ryan's fault, is the way I see it, because I take responsibility. Okay. But here's an example. We just released a new feature that I have not told anyone about. It doesn't affect your entire life, so don't hate me. But guess what, guys? You've got now vision capabilities
Vision is sick.
in not only OpenAI, but Gemini, Gemini, and
Gemini.
Claude. Okay, so we're improving things. I just think that's how Anthropic wants you to say it. Anthropic and Claude, you know what I'm saying?
German.
Where's my homie from the Ukraine that's making all these gangster videos? He'll teach me how to say it. Shout out to you. We have the best community, and I want to talk about that next, because you've been an expert, and we've got to shout out Asta too, who's also on our exec team, and he's going to be a leader.
Also, like
years,
badass at communications.
And this guy's going to like I see, just so you know, also shout out to you. You're like the one that, in the case we're sick, you're running the show in our place. That's what I see, just so everyone's clear. That's what I see him shining. Like, he's going to learn everything. And this dude over here is going to, I know he likes to surf around in Fiji and longboard and like do all that Fijian stuff, which I'm going to experience.
Is Asta watching this? I got to tell Asta something. Is he watching this? Everyone needs to know this. Look at,
where's Asta? Where is he?
Where's Asta? Where's Asta?
Obviously Asta. I see. I got Danny. Got Pilgrim.
It is 2:20 p.m. in Fiji. You know how I know this? I have a world clock, and I have my time and his time. I gotta tell you, there's Asta. I gotta tell you something. Y'all need to understand how my mind works, and I know Ryan's mind works the same. We were talking about this earlier today, Ryan. Like, we are the type of people who just get shit done. We can work fast. We make a decision, we take off with it. Half the people around us are trying to play catch up. That's just how we do. We work hard. We expect people to work hard around us. When I first saw what Asta was doing in this community, and like
by himself,
bro, I was like, this cat is like me. Like, I see in Asta what I was as I was coming up into the industry.
I do too.
And that's why, like, every day I'm over here, I'm like, hey, Google, what time is it in Fiji? What? And finally I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm sick of asking every day, like 3 times a day. I just put a world clock, and I have Asta's time and I have my time. That's how often I want to know, is Asta awake? Can I ask him a question?
and me, like, thank you guys. Thank you, CBB, for the grace. Cause like, listen, y'all, I'm from the South, man. All the stereotypes are true for the most part, right? I'm dumb. I don't even know time zones, so I just like message.
You didn't read my latest email, did you? Jeez.
I don't. Well, I don't know if I even read emails anymore. Hardly, like,
podcast version.
So bad, man. I'm telling you guys, like, time zones to me are totally irrelevant, because like I'm work. Let me tell you the truth now, and maybe I can only do this for so long, and this is why I've got to grow the team, because I don't want to die because I got a baby. But let me tell you, I'll admit, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the fastest, I'm not the coolest, not the smoothest, but you know what? the thing that I learned, at least I can control, there ain't nobody on this earth that will outwork me, son. I'm sorry to tell you this. It just ain't going to happen. When I know I'm not going to be able to master the dunking of the basketball, I'm still going to wear Jordans and dunk something better than anyone. And so this is what I've chosen to do. And so because I'm not the fastest and the smartest and the whatever, I'm going to work harder and harder and harder. And that is what I do. And so many of you, truthfully, this is how it works. And this is, I've studied and I've read many books from the successful big shots in the world. Now I do sleep, but I'll tell you what, I'll bet you there's a huge percentage of this audience, not to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to anyways. When you're sleeping, I'm already working. Okay. And when you're going to bed, I'm still working. So understand, like, when you, this is why CBB is so crunk, and this is why we're going so fast. The 9 to 5 person is getting really around 3 to 4 hours of solid work done in a workday, because I was that person. I saw that person. I know how this life works, and you're a person, so you're not wanting to give the everything you got in every second of the day. But when you're the business owner, it's different. And so I don't have one shift, bro. I wake up at 5:30, and I sometimes don't go to bed, sometimes till like 2 a.m. And I just like trick everybody that asks me about it and might miss a number. But I do it not for fun. Even though this is fun, I do it for every single one of you guys, because I believe if we give the power and we give everything, all of our 100%, the Bot Queen, Asta, Wendy, Brian, Bright, Jetsuri, everyone on our team, if we give 100% to you guys, bro, you guys should be the 100 millionaire goal that I have in my mind. This is going to happen. And no other companies are thinking about what Kelly just ended on. We care. That's the secret ingredient. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
We care.
Yes. And I think we've always been the type of people, we just care so much. And that's why it hurts so much when our clients or our co-creators or whoever it is out in the world, even a mean comment on YouTube, and I'm just like, leave me alone. I care too much. It's like, I just wanted people to succeed. And if you've ever received an email from me, I sign off all my emails to your success. Your success is my success. I truly believe that. And I believe that that's the case with every company. It's just not every company gets it.
And I think that because we're lucky enough that we believed in this technology before a lot of people really even cared at all about a chatbot, they cared about, let's be honest, Kelly, most of the people that we did business with in the beginning, even before we ever really talked, and that was, by the way, it was so awesome when she replied to my first YouTube thing. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm going to be connected with her now. I just got in there, replied, done, son. This is way back in the day where no one did that. This is what's changed. And so I think that with her knowledge and her expertise and experience, and with my unique set of understanding that hospitality, humans come first. We're in an AI company, but I'm constantly thinking more about humans than I am AI all day long in one aspect or another. And so with the pre-NFT Gary V hashtag, I invented that one, TM pre-NFT Gary V. He's gonna punch me in the face one day, but he's real short too, so I don't know.
I don't think Gary will care.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's balling, right? I think that we're just on another pathway when the main concern is to go the opposite route of greed.
Yes,
that's literally the recipe.
Yes, and it's I've been telling you in the chat. Money is the echo of value. You come in, you give people what they need. And I mean, don't let people take advantage of you. We don't let people take advantages of us around here. But if you really lead with a servant attitude, in a sense, right? I want to help you. It has always done well for me. Now, I will tell you that I probably work less than anybody here, but I earned that right. I used to hustle real hard. I'm also 10 years older than Ryan. So in my 30s, I didn't sleep either. And good. I truly believe I'm with
paying your dues.
Yeah, it's paying your dues. And I could tell you, just if you want something to look forward to where you're I'm not constantly grinding, I work 5 days a week, 5 hours a day. That's because I choose to, because I'm excited. If I'm not excited, I'm taking the freaking day off. So best believe I'm excited when I'm showing up everywhere. And I think that you just learn especially in a startup, it's hard because we're moving at the speed of light. But I've learned a lot of tricks on how to I can get so much done in so little time. And now with AI,
Blows
dude,
me away.
it's like crazy. It really is crazy. But like, I really love the hustle that the community has. I love seeing people show up, and like, I see students out there, college students that are, doing this as a side hustle. I see people in their 70s. Like, our community is so diverse, and that's why I'm always calling people out when there's a little bit of like, a little mention about age, or like, all the bros are like, oh, hey dudes. I'm like, yo, there's women here. This community is diverse. We're speaking all the language. I only speak English, but my videos are in Spanish because AI.
Exactly.
But like, I'm gonna be your internet mother. But you have to hustle, and there are times in your life you absolutely have to put in that extra work. And actually, I'm actually going into a new season of my life, if you will, because I'm coming in as a COO. And you best believe, I told Asa today, he's like, I'm so excited to work with you. I was like, you better be ready to run like your hair's on fire, because I work that way. I don't pace. I get shit done so I can take time off, because I got family and I got serious boundaries. Anyone who's ever tried to ask me to do something on the weekend knows that.
And this goes out to both Asta and Bright. This and me too. So check this out. I think to be a good leader or a good person in business, you have to realize at some point, even though you can do maybe all the things, you're not going to be the best at all the things. And the more that you do, the less efficient that you're going to be. And there are some things that you're just not as good at as other people. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Okay. Even for people like me. But I will tell you right now, it is clear that Kelly is a knack for getting things not only done, but organized, because she's got 6 months of content. Well, I shouldn't even say all our strategies. Sorry, because all these
I've
legacy platforms are all like writing down the
several
notes.
tabs, and I'm like, pick one. What do you want to write about today? What do you want to do a video about today?
And that's undisputed, and that's the reason why. And so, like, man, I'll tell you, we're the smallest fish in the sea, but we're the fastest growing. I think we were the smartest fish in the sea, and I think that because we're not, this is the difference. Kelly and I, we have Wendy, awesome. We have no debt. We have nothing. Okay, this is a crazy.
We don't have investors to answer to. We're here for you. You're our investors.
You guys are the shareholders. You guys are the bosses. Right? Essentially, at the end of the day, the nice ones, and that's one thing too. Like, our community is just so different, which what I was really getting at. Like, guys, it blows me away. And I was just having a conversation in person about this at Gary's event. Shout out to Gary, who had a speaking engagement about AI, and what was it, like a think tank here in South Carolina, which I was able to attend, which I was proud to do that. We're just on a whole nother level, guys, is all I can say. And we're so helpful. And he was talking about, like, listen, like, I don't have all the answers. The business owners were like, he made it, guys. This is a genius thing. He had a QR code, and he showed people, just got 12 leads immediately.
I love that.
What I'm saying? And like, they're like all freaking out. And then I'm like, doesn't know any other languages at the back of the thing. And like, he's on the screen showing their like heads are exploding. They're not understanding like how he's just explained. They just built their own chat bot, their own AI about their business in real time.
Yeah,
in 5 minutes.
That is what's blowing people's mind. And I think that's what a lot of the legacy builders haven't been able to really wrap their mind about. They jump into our platform, they try to do it the old way. And I'm like, man, you're costing yourself money. Like, you could literally go to a business or get on the phone and be like, hey, if you don't believe me, let's jump on a Zoom. And in 5 minutes, I've got a bot that you can play with. And like, it might not be the most perfect, but I guarantee you, it's going to blow your mind. So when you say QR code and these people are losing their shit because you just built something, leads coming within their sitting time in the 5 minutes he like announces it. This is what I'm talking about, is like, start with the foundations, because the foundations, not just of like chatbots, but the foundations of learning what CBB can do, just the basic stuff without bringing in 11 labs and all this stuff. The basic stuff is going to kill. So kill with that, and then go and do the other crazy shit, which obviously we're going to teach you. But before I get off my soapbox, I got to say this, because I was thinking about this the other day. I've come a long way, and we were talking about confidence, right? Confidence to me is the most important ingredient when you're selling, and in life, like in literal life, and success in life, in personal life, in your life, in business. It's confidence. And I was talking to someone, I think it might have been my husband, and I was like, man, I'm not scared of anything anymore. Like, I know I can land any client. I know I can do any task because and especially when we're talking about CBB, and I want you all to take this to heart because this is facts. Imagine you go and you work, like a client's like, hey, I need this. You can 100% with confidence say, yep, I could build it. You don't even have to know how because our community is so legit and we bring you daily trainings. We have the best support team. We have an incredible community of helpers that literally co-creators. It's not just our co-creators, it's your co-creators. And so I can confidently say I could build anything because even if I don't know how to build it, I'm going to shout out to my partners, my co-creators, and be like, hey, how did you guys solve this? How would you solve this problem? And people wonder how I built my client's bot so fast yesterday because I threw it into the chat. I said, test it. 30 minutes later, as they're chatting, I'm watching on one side. I have my screen split. I'm watching them chat. I'm like, okay, I'm going to update it. Done. Okay. Oh, you want vision? Done. Like boom, boom, boom. And then I deleted it because I delivered it to the client. In like an hour, the entire thing was built, tested, and delivered. So
and you're so right. You're so right. And that's what Gary ended on. I get on my tangents. He ended on when someone asked a question at the end of the presentation that people were into his stuff. By the way, guys, in this presentation today that I got to see, and we'll have a video of it eventually, bro, every single one of those people were all from different age groups, different industries, all different. They were mind blown, and he did a great job. Shout out to you, Gary. But he said when a question was asked that he didn't exactly know the best answer to give, he said, well, you got the CEO back there, but rather than even go to him and to get a faster answer, quite frankly, they have a Facebook group and a Discord. Either one of those, you're going to have people jumping to give you answers. And by the way, Wendy, let's write this down. I totally want to continue, and other platforms, legacy or not, copy me if you can, because you're not going to catch me. I totally want to continue to do the thing like we did last night and just surprise and delight. That's again the hospitality thing, and you're gonna get if y'all never been down to the South, you're gonna get the Southern hospitality treatment no matter where you are, from Fiji to Japan to freaking wherever you are. And that just means we want you to feel good, welcome, comfortable. And even though I sound like a redneck and I barely know English, we have some of the most amazing Spanish and Latino creators on the planet building chatbots for huge companies. And thank God for Wendy and Jitsuri. That's why we brought her on with her ability, who's a student of Luis. This is all a big web and connection. We're getting the best brains and chatbots, guys. The best.
As soon as people realize what is possible, they're switching. As soon as there's what I see is for those of you who are coming from legacy, I'm sure there's people watching coming from legacy. And I can say it. I know it's a bad word in the community. It'll get you put in timeout in Discord, I found out. But, as someone who I was the trainer for ManyChat. If you don't know, now you know. I actually created, designed, shot, and edited. I was the face of their 2020 course. And I was a part of their most updated course, which is already behind. But that's neither here nor there. And so I can tell you that, people are coming over, and I think the first step is the most frustrating because it's such a new idea. You unlearning, it's so simple once you unlearn. Because literally I can the thing that a lot of people I don't think understand, and this is one of my first initiatives, is to start updating people when you make these updates because you move so fast. And I'm like, Asta, I need a screenshot.
I know.
One of the things that you may or may not have noticed, friends, is that when you create a new account on CBB right now, Ryan's already created your entire bot is basically plug and play. So if you just have a basic client coming in saying, I just want something that can answer FAQs, stuff about my business, just keep it simple. It's basically done. Your welcome messages, they're all done. Your default messages, they're all done. You can even use GPT auto response, which is what I use mostly because I'm lazy. But literally just go into your settings, put in the knowledge base, and it's done because he's already built it. It's actually real sleek. I just created a new account just yesterday for my client. And I was dang, everything's done for me. I love this because I am kind of a lazy creator sometimes because I'm I like enjoying my 5-day work, my 5-hour work days. I don't want to do more work than I have to. So like it's so easy. You just have to unlearn what you know about like legacy platforms. And by legacy platforms, I mean rule-based conditional logic. Like you can't just, I mean, you can build that way in CBB, but why would you?
Please don't. Please don't.
Please
And
don't.
I see you guys doing it whenever you guys ask for the help and you send the
Yes,
screenshots, and I'm just like,
yes.
oh, was that a
It's
heart attack?
so
Am
often.
am
Like,
I
and also
dying right
don't
now?
take it
Just kidding.
personal if we come back to you and say, "You're like, stop." Like, I think some people take that personal because they're like, "No, this is how I was taught. You know, this is the way." And we're like, "Yeah, that was the way with those platforms." It's just we are on a different level. We are so far ahead. We are futuristic.
I want to say something to that point. Then there's a very nice lady who I know that you know. I hope she's watching. I won't say her name, but she is a very serious conversational designer, and she knows many platforms. I think she's very familiar with both ManyChat and VoiceFlow. Which, listen, guys, those are good products for what they're designed to do. But now it's 2024, and so you can continue to use typewriters, or you can use laptops, you can use dial-up, or you can use fiber. Okay, we're past fiber, we're on another planet. Now that doesn't mean, okay, conversational designers, depending on how you're looking at wireframing stuff out, isn't necessarily going to continue to be that way, but your skills are so still in demand, just in a higher level, and you're going to have to think just a little bit differently, but your job is going to be much easier when you are designing this conversation as if you're typing a
Yes,
Word document versus
yes,
worrying about all these stupid nodes. Like,
yeah.
seriously?
That's the thing. You need like 2 nodes, maybe. I have to pull this up. I'm jumping into Discord. You know, I used to hate Discord, but the way that Asta has this so smoothly
I'm
organized.
still the biggest Discord dummy in our whole group.
Listen, I'm like, I'm always sending like screenshots to him. I'm like, did you see this? People are asking this question. We need to do something. Damn it, where is it? It's like a section about services. Did he take that away?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
services. Anyways, one of our people, I don't even see it here. Someone in our community, maybe Trevor. I think it was Trevor. He wrote one of his services and it got me. It was like to my heart. I loved it because it was so the way I build. He's like, I could build anything. And I love the confidence because that's legit right there. Everyone should be saying that. I could
Mhm.
build anything. And he's like, I can close my eyes and I could build it in my head. And this is how I build. We've had calls where you're like, hey, can we do this and this? And I know you do the same, Ryan. And I was like, yeah, let me think this through. So I'm like, theoretically, yes, I think, because in my mind, I'm visualizing how I
You're
build.
already
And
seeing it.
right, and I think that people who have that understand the foundations of bot building in the old school sense, like you're talking about, like the structural understanding, are the people who will be best at that kind of thing because you don't have to build that way, but to have that understanding of how you want it to perform and be able to get there before you build it, I think is so powerful. My thing keeps
You know,
refocusing.
on that note, I want to drop this because I think I've not mentioned this in a while. But if you guys want to know, like, you know, you see, I've got the microphone set up all nice and all that jazz. I used to want to be, I am a rapper, just so y'all know. I just do it in the car and with no one around except
Do
my
it in the
wife. I do
shower.
it with my wife to make her
Me and
laugh,
Cardi B are
especially if
besties.
she's mad. If she's mad, all I gotta do is start freestyling because I suck. And so she's like, "You suck," and like, yeah, she's laughing there. But like, back to what I want to say is, and I forgot what I was gonna
I
say.
know I do that all the time. We're
Um,
talking about the way you think, like closing your eyes and like you can build in your
mm,
mind and having that
oh,
foundational understanding.
so this is the best thing to do, guys. When you have, even if you're a not press or a voice flu, whatever
Yeah.
person, or a mini you're looking at your giant canvas, and you
Mhm.
at least can hopefully scroll
Yeah.
in deep enough in that spaghetti bowl flow and find whatever they consider the starting point or the starting step, the place you begin. Hopefully, there's one of those. Here's the trick. This is an amazing trick. This is no lie. You can do it on your computer. You literally just speak what is happening. You don't even need to say the node, but you would be like, if the starting step was, the first step of this node is going to be a get user data or user input to ask for the email. Bros and my ladies here, listen, this is going to change everything. When you want to transfer flows, this could be faster in some cases. Here's
Yeah.
what you do.
Oh, I
You
see.
say,
Yeah.
instead of using nodes, you're just going to say, in your prompt, your prompt.
Prompt is everything.
Prompt engineering is a real thing. Most people don't know. People in CBB, y'all are real prompt engineers, by the way.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
you literally just say, okay, you're gonna start by asking the user how they're doing, and in the same question, ask for their first and last name. Then you're gonna ask, once you've gotten that, the email. Then you continue on. Once you've got the email, ask what their budget is, and then ask what their favorite color is. You're literally just naming the nodes. Your
Yep,
computer is gonna transcribe, right? Well, how
yeah,
I do it on shit, it's going to transcribe that. That is your now, that's your prompt. Throw it in Chat GPT, because let's
clean her
face
up.
it, Chat GPT is probably smarter than you and me and all of us. Okay. So when you have your good idea and say, yo, computer, make this thing better, buddy,
Yep,
it'll work. And you've just built an entire no flow. Where's DM at? Where's Danny at? No flow bot
no
just for
flow
the
pod.
prompt with
One
your
node,
voice.
one
That's
node.
how,
And
that's
don't forget, you got to add the function, but that's so dead easy. It's ridiculous. Like,
Mhm.
man, the sky's the limit. If you understand prompting and functions in CBB, that's literally you're building the most master. You can do the most insane thing. That's why I was able to build this bot so fast the other day for my client, because I asked. I think I don't usually like to ask a lot of questions because I have an old school sales mentality of like get the most important thing and get out. So like we can call them, right? We don't want to scare people away, but they wanted like their first name, their last name, their mailing address. This is all important stuff. They build backyards. Their the description of what they wanted done, their phone number. We needed so much information, and that's exactly what I did. I was like, ask these questions. I went and made the function, and then I had a function to show them photos, and then I put it in the prompt. If they ask, if make any indication they want to see photos or examples, send them, the
Oh,
function.
you just gave me the best. I never even thought of using it that way. Like we're
That's how I
using
use
it.
it, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Wow.
go in this. Woo, hello! I got
She's
excited.
teaching. Y'all. She's legitimately teaching something to
Ma'am,
me
I'm teaching you guys right now. All right,
on
you're
the
gonna
live
all
of being
not right.
introduced as the CEO. This is
Don't
so
do this
insane.
right now. Don't do this right now. But what I need y'all to do is first of all, people are spending time in the chill channel right now and they are missing out. So, but when we're done, head over, spend time with your fellow builders in the chill channel on Discord. And like, this is the type of shit I want you to talk about. Like, because every time I talk to Ryan or someone else in the community, and I like, especially when I'm like, man, Ryan and I just blow each other away when we do Zooms and stuff. Cause I'm like, every time, right? I'm like, I got to record this because you're going to teach me something or I'm going to teach you something.
And I never record nothing.
And he does. He forgets to record. I'm like, damn it. So I record every session I have with him because when you talk to other bot builders that understand the platform, you're going to learn new innovative ways to use like functions or prompting.
You're gonna
And
create new things together
right,
that's
it's
never
gonna
been
blow
done
your
in the
mind,
world.
and then a lot of times it's just simple stuff, and it's the simple stuff that is the most powerful with CBB because it's almost like that's why I said the most frustrating thing for me is convincing legacy builders to come to us because I'm like it's almost too easy. Like it's too easy. I used to say, and I was talking to my husband about this the other day. I said I used to say that, and you could probably find videos of me saying it. The bot is only as good as the builder, right? I'm sure some of you have been following me since 2016, 17, 18, 19. You know that I've said that. Now I don't say that anymore. It's not about the builder as much as the bot is only as good as the prompt. And if you can get that prompt, man, anything's possible. It's just insane.
Exactly. The prompt, the power is in the prompt. I felt like
Hours in the prompt.
I felt like such a nerd whenever I first said that on one of these lives, like when in the very
They're having
beginning
a
of
watch
last
party. I
year.
forgive you. You're having a watch party. Okay.
See, I watch party. I was like, I just watched a YouTube video and party in my head.
I
I don't know
know.
what that is,
Oh
but the
man.
Discord. Every time I've gone on Discord, and the reason I'm late, I'm like that, like
You're
senile,
like, how do
like
I
senior.
do this?
I'm the Sun City dude, and like down the street from me, like where Austin, where's the button to go
I
live?
know.
Can you just
Well,
send me the
even
link?
today I was in the CVV group chat for our team and I was like, hey, I was thinking about doing a live in Discord to show people how I built this bot. Like, how do I do that? I don't know.
I'm doing something really quick, not being rude, but we have a special birthday, I heard, and I don't ever see notifications anymore because my phone is like lit up. Like if my phone's
I
not
turned off all my
put it,
notifications.
put it this way, if my phone isn't if I don't feel a notification or hear one within like a couple
Doesn't
minutes,
exist.
something's wrong. So like
Oh,
that's like literally my cue. Okay, so I have to see if this worked. Golly, I love ChatGPT Tizzle so much. What
seriously.
up? You know who this is
Yes.
right here?
I
Happy
love them.
birthday, Ryan, man. And this is Ryan McNasty. Okay, this is Ryan McNally. Happy birthday to you. Let me just zoom on in here
Yeah.
for a player. Do you see this? Yeah, I told you we were in the Matrix, and it did it.
Mhm.
It spelled it correctly.
That's
And
crazy. You know, it's getting better and better because sometimes, like back,
so many people would
like
argue
2
with us.
months ago, it was sucked.
So
Now
many
it's
people would argue with us, but do you know what, Kelly? I think this is the real truth to that. I think that in some certain cases, sure, maybe things could be getting a little held back, but I think that with every update, just like they tell us, what's really happening is you're going to have to learn a little bit of prompting. So the things that you used to
it's all
like
about the
ask
prompt.
before, like it could maybe understand, but the new update, it's gotten smarter, but your brain hasn't. So maybe you just need to
Yeah.
like rethink things. And
Maybe
they don't
it's
want to
you.
put it that way, right? Right, exactly.
And
Like I just want to put this up too. And this is not he's not my favorite person. He used to really be I used to be such a big Elon fan, but I want all bot builders to understand this. Okay, this is especially true when you're building a giant node flow. Now,
Mhm.
yes, in certain cases, you're going to have nodes because it's important to do like big things, and I get it. Prompt chaining is one of them. It's one of my favorite things now to do. Period.
Me
But
too.
this dude, Elon Mustard, that's a funny one. Elon Mustard, Mr. Musk says almost all user input, all in, almost all input is error. Car should do the right thing automatically. Now, I don't know if this is like the first
Gotta
time
be
he
in
ever said it or
Mhm.
if it was like after saying it multiple times in interviews. But what the interview I saw that, led me to this thing because I wanted to pull it up. I just searched for the quote. Guys, what's so crazy? I want to be the same.
I mean, yeah, I was like
Well,
feeling
your
real
way
big
is
there.
well, you should. You're the queen. What this means is this, guys. The more blocks you have on that canvas, the more chance
Error,
you're giving the
error.
user, the bot, the LLM,
Mm,
somewhere to have a problem. And
yep.
so, like, if his goal is in AI is AI, bots, cars, AI, it's just different vehicles. Ours are
Yes.
digital for now. We have our AI in vehicles right now, which is super cool. I can't say the company, but like, if his goal is to say, okay, when the human sits in the car and says go, I want to just arrive to the destination.
Just go.
For that to me is like, holy smokes, bro. If we could get there, we could do, and we're there in ways, right?
We are.
What we
It's
are
just maybe
doing
sometimes it takes a little tweaking to the prompt.
exactly to the prompt, 99% of the got 99 problems, but a prompt ain't one. Like this
Yeah,
is
right.
the thing. And here's a secret. Let AI do work
Fix
for
it.
you. Like when you
Yeah, it can
can't be,
fix it.
not to ever sound facetious, guys, but one thing that is like crazy when you do have a question about even our program that's not necessarily trained on any chat GPT public model right now, it can actually walk you through logical steps to help you
Sure.
get through whatever your problem is in many, many ways. We also have probably I would put it on my mama, and my mama watches this, and my daddy. We
Hi,
have
mom.
the most gangster chatbot for our business for you to use on our website and internally, and we've got things behind the curtains that we've been working on that'll blow you. It'll blow
Oh
Sam
gosh,
Altman's
I'm
away.
so excited about that update. Also, like,
I tweeted.
kind of hard to say that there's competition with that because we're like the only chatbot company who has a chatbot, but I
Insane.
digress.
Okay, so facts. Fair enough. Fair enough. But and
But
so
even
the
if
ones
they
that
had
do,
it would be on their platform and it would suck.
dude, the ones that do have one, they like
Not
genuinely suck. Except for the only time you'll feel like you're talking to a good one, you're totally gonna be talking to a rapper. Like the ones that just popped up right after Chat GPT's
mm,
API came out that like had their name in it and like they're just a prompt bot. They're
yes,
just trying to learn now how to extract data and use functions and
we
like
already got that.
and it's insane. And I don't know if you got the chance to watch Slicko's podcast with me yet from yesterday, bro. I had no idea how difficult they made it with bot press to not make anything work. And don't worry, I'm looking at the clock. I got it. I got it
You're fine,
mentally
you're fine. I'll let
looking.
you know.
The when he was
1
explaining
minute
all
warning.
of the things, Well, yeah, right. When he was explaining all the things necessary that he had to do, that the platform told him to do in order
Mhm.
to create
Do
your
something.
here. Watch this, Kelly. Imagine the average mini chat user, the mini what mini
Many
whatever,
what the octopus
mini,
platform, as
right.
Kosi says.
Just kidding. No, they're all it's all fun and games here. Mad respect, but like any average user over there, try to get them to go make a Facebook application to do something. They're going to say, huh? Who?
Mhm,
A Facebook what?
mhm.
To make your own Facebook application to connect to Messenger?
And
Like this
that's
is
what they're telling people to do on
oh,
Bot Press?
bro, they like, dude. So this
I
is
wouldn't touch that. No, thanks. No, thanks.
there's zero way, and it's this it's voice flow too, I guess. Like voice flow is also guilty of this, but they were never a program to like deploy bots on. By the way, this is the actual end of marching through the competition. Do you know why? Because now there is none.
There is no please, there's no competition. Now we're just gonna help you dominate.
I just wanted to bring that point back up. Like we've had this theme going on. Function February was super fun. I think that really that converted a lot of people to be like, oh crap, I can do that. Just the
Mhm.
simple fact that you don't need to train Dialogflow 9 hours to understand that. Okay, you want the first name, last name, email, phone
Oh,
number,
literally,
all in
like you
one.
said, you talk people watch our lives. I learned that trick from you where you're on a Mac, right? You're on a Mac?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, you push the little well, I have mine as a double command. I just push command
Yeah,
twice
that's all I do.
and it like lets
Yeah,
me
command,
talk and people are
command
like,
twice.
"What program are you using?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. It's just my
I've
Mac."
been asked that a bunch of times too, man. It's a quick key. That's what it's called, a quick key. And Windows can do it too. I'm sure of it.
But
I'm
it like
sure of
saves
it
you so
for
much
sure.
time. But like I don't know if people caught what you said. If you are talking to if anyone here is a legacy user and you are struggling with the transfer, Ryan gave you the secret sauce.
Yes,
You're
it
just going to
works.
go into a document for all I care. Go into a document, put your little mic on, or you could type it out if you like typing. I don't like typing. And you just tell it, like, here is what I was doing over here. This is what I want you to do. Ask these questions, capture this information, just tell it, fix the prompt up, stick it in under your settings. OpenAI is the one that's built in. You don't even have to go to Gemini or Claude unless you feeling like you want to head on over to, as Ryan calls it, Gemini. And that's it. It's done. And you've transferred. And it's like,
And you know what, bro? I promise you, it's gonna be better. That's also a
it is.
shout out.
That's the thing. It's better.
Shout out to Slicko for saying it too, man. He said all. Listen, I had no idea what homie was gonna say either. Like, my first time really meeting him. Shout out, all the respect for him. He said it like, when you make it with AI and you take less time, like a couple minutes instead of a couple hours to make it. He was okay. Check this out, Kelly. He said between not press and voice flaw. Thanks, Danny, for that one. Voice flaw. For a condition block, you had to learn or copy and paste code in order to make an if-then
Why are
statement.
people using those platforms? I'm sorry. Go to ManyWay
Bro,
instead
like
if you
what?
can't fathom
What?
anything else. Like, stop. Like, that's
Straight
horrible.
up, like
Why?
at that point, why not just code the whole thing in Python and call it a day?
No,
Like there's
listen,
libraries for this stuff, and like
listen.
they're making condition blocks to make
Uh-uh.
run code,
Stop it. This
and
is
then
ridiculous. This, you know
mhm,
what though? There are too
it's
many cats
crazy,
out
man.
on these streets that think that like the AI agency just started like yesterday. And I'm telling you, we've been in this game since I've been in it since 2020,
I'm
2017.
I'm I'm pretty sure there's a guy named Liam Otley that
I
invented the
wasn't gonna
AI.
say it. I wasn't gonna
He
say it, but
said
he
that
did
he
not
invented it.
create it. He did
It
not
didn't happen
create
just
it.
last year. It wasn't a thing
No,
last
you
year.
go check my receipts. I got a YouTube channel that's been around since 2018. Please, mic drop. I'm not even here to play. What I'm telling you is from the very beginning of this
From the
broadcast,
get. I love
I
that.
told you, I told you got me fired up. I told all of you what is the most important thing about bot building? User experience. Now, here's the thing you don't understand. Maybe many of you probably understand this, but when you have to add a node, especially a third party tool, anytime you have to add a third party tool to like bring stuff in or send stuff out and then wait for it to bring in, which by the way, many not is like, that's how they get their chat GPT to come in. That's how they're smart. You are creating, number one, a delay. Now, anyone who's ever used our platform and then has any kind of delay, let's say you switch from GPT 3.5 Turbo over to 4 just because you needed to, and you're like, why do I have to wait this extra 5 seconds? This is ridiculous. We're not talking about a 5-second delay here. We're talking about an extended delay that's going to piss off your user in the user experience. And if anything breaks, and we're talking these massive builds that people are doing with multiple apps that are required, because none of these legacy platforms can do it like we can do it, which is like basically plug and play. You're going to break something. How are you going to figure that out? How are you going to figure out what's broken? I'm going to tell you that's hours of work. Why do I know that? Because I've done it. I was on that platform forever. And now I just know intuitively, I know it's the prompt. 9 times out of 10, it's the prompt. I just have to tweak the prompt. That's it.
Like, funny one. What's up, Stephanie? That's a funny
Stephanie.
one.
I'm trying to get Stephanie over here. I keep telling her, girl, come on.
What do we got to do to get Stephanie to do?
We got to do
the next big shot to like.
Do I need
really
to elicit some value? Like, let's do an NLP bot. Girl, I got you.
The thing is, guys, we're after is okay. Businesses are in business to make money, and we have to do that to operate, to continue to do what we love to do, which is solve big problems. And when you solve big problems, you make money, and we want you guys to make the most money. What we are doing is so different than any other company because the money is not our main concern. The main concern is we're helping grow the best brains in automation to steer this technology in the correct way, in the best way, so that bad actors and uncaring entities out there that exist don't ruin it for everyone else. I'll tell you one thing, and it's probably the last thing I'll ever say about the big giant platform. I'm still to this day salty as a saltine cracker about the abuse that went on with the ability to just message willy-nilly. That should have been somehow taught better, restricted better, something, because that was the value, man. We got it kind of back now with that one, that OTN deal, which that was
now the Instagram one is kind of on pause, but
that I think they'll bring it back, and they're going to do it the smart way. And like, I think that probably accounts for being banned even in the beta trials, and so that's why they pulled it back. And so this is still going to be so valuable. Eventually Facebook does have plans to implement both email and SMS. It's been activated in some accounts across the world. I've got access to at least one to have their own internal tools to deploy email and text messages. Is very interesting. The thing is,
I wouldn't do it.
Here's the thing, guys. This is what I want to let you understand. And like, we've had people ask me, what happens if ChatGPT offered a chat bot? Would you go out of business? I would be like,
nope.
No, we would skyrocket. And all the other high school chatbot wannabe rappers, they're the ones that are gone, and they're like forgotten about as fast as they're here. What we have the ability to do with our homies Claude and Himina and all of the things, plus your brains and your logic, plus all the integrations that don't ever play well with each other. What we have done is we deserve the bot peace prize, because we've made peace with everyone and all the integrations, and we made it one click, no code. And just to let you guys know,
my favorite, because I'm not a coder.
The last thing I know, it's 11 o'clock, so my time's on here. I want to say this. I want to give no shout out to Riplet, because we're going to have our own tool that does what this tool does. I finally figured out what it did because enough people like saw it, and like, I don't want to totally like kill a program ever, because we're all in the same space.
I'm sure there's other uses for it besides bots,
I just didn't know what it did. All I knew was this dude was like getting paid to stack as many things in the middle of between A and B as possible. Like, you can never make money doing this. Okay, guys. So that into that. But what I want to say is the code block. That's really what it is. It's giving you an ability to run code, and we're getting more and more advanced chatbot builders, and we're also getting more people to convert from the legacy platforms that don't even know like all the things you can do yet. So we've got a diverse group. And that's why it's so important, guys, to always be respectful, always offer help. How many YouTube videos have you watched in your lifetime that you've got value from in any industry versus what you've put back in? Here's your chance when you're a part of our group to, like, if you know something, help. And so I will drop, we're bringing our own code block, because there are some valuable things that you can do. And it's going to cost no other subscription. We don't want you to pay for any other subscriptions, but saving the money, having the consistent platform fee, the best trainers and educators that you already know, that you obviously like and you obviously trust. Hopefully, all of our team members can gain the same trust from you as Kelly has over the years. And for those of you that are just new to the game in general and you don't have any idea who we are, do this thing. Don't Google it because that's too easy.
Google me.
Ask Chat GPT us, man. Make sure it's
Yeah,
on
they know
port.
who we are.
You'll ask them, and that's how you'll really know. Like ChatGPT's got our backs. Like seriously, it's fun.
Listen, so much so that every time I have to write a bio, I'm too freaking lazy to look it up. I just go to ChatGPT. I'm like, yo, go write a bio for Kelly Noble Mirabella, and I want you to focus on this audience and on these accomplishments so that it's specific, and I don't have to give it anything else.
Man, I'll tell you, I give all the shout outs, man. You got the shout out, DM Digital. Everybody's getting the shout outs.
Oh, I think he was talking about how you're not giving any shout outs tonight for the legacy platform.
Well, hey, Chris, what up? Chris just texted me. I'm going to be on the call with you after this. This is the difference, man. Look, we're the top of the top in this company. We know not everyone, but the people that are commenting here, we know them. We talk to them on a daily basis.
We've been in this company or this industry a minute.
We don't want to end it. I don't want 1 million users ever that I'm never going to know. I don't want that. That's a million problems. I think our goal, and as we grow and increase prices, hint, coming around this fall.
You really are dropping them tonight.
Expect that for the newbies, the ones that don't convert. I mean, we're going to have to afford Kelly's major fat salary, okay, straight up, like, and everybody's wanting raises around here, and so and one day I gotta make $1.
Yeah, and maybe so you gotta send your daughter to college or something.
Exactly, something. So again, we don't need shareholders, and we've been profitable since day one, which is great. But you guys, the co-creators, the ones that have believed in us, all the way from the early adopters who do have unlimited amounts of tokens. Thank God it's gotten cheaper because some of you guys are getting me, but I still love you. Now the new people, guess what? You still have the best deal on the planet with 3 million built right in because I accounted for the discount. Now listen, the prices are going to go up, but not for you guys. This is a promise. I've said it multiple times, and Kelly would like literally beat me up probably because like her name's on it now, and I wouldn't be able to do it anyways. We will never, ever, ever increase the price on our current people.
I like that.
As we grow, because we don't want 1 million problems, and we would rather have the top 1 to 10,000 chatbot building brains on the planet, and then we're Gucci because they're going to solve all the rest of the problems and everything else is going to be done. That is the key, and that's why it's different. So we want to know you. We don't ever want to know a user ID, and that's all we know about them. I want to know who they are. Are they active in our Discord? Are they talk to us on Facebook? Have they ever even asked us a question? These are the types of actual internal questions we have amongst our team. That is how tight we are. And it's not because we're small. I'll tell you that one number I'll drop in 1 year and a couple months, we've had well over 100,000 accounts created on our server, playa. So for anyone that wants to know some numbers, I'm as transparent as I'll get. I'm not going to drop anything else like that because now I've got someone to be responsible to besides Wendy, who Wendy, she wants to get me, but she's on the West Coast. But this was a fun one, and I'm so excited to continue. And if you don't understand that we've just taken over the whole game, it's the reason we got the name Chatbot Builder AI. It's ours, baby. It's ours. The Chatbot Queen is here. Any last words from the Chatbot Queen before we sign off?
Man, so many last words. Gosh, you put me on the spot. Listen, like,
are you almost blushing almost? You got no fear, but like, it's like now it's all real, you know?
It's all real. Yeah, I have a final.
Bam, there it is.
Listen, it doesn't fit with my hair. There we go. I think it's I want you all to understand that our success is your success. Like, we believe it. And it's something that we're instilling in our team. It's something that we're instilling every time we're talking to you, is that like, you are our co-creators. Other people might be looking at their customers as customers. You're not customers to us. You're co-creators. We believe in you. And I've told so many people that if they're struggling, like, let's create a resource. I'm stalking you people on Facebook and Discord. I'm constantly going through like we have it set up that our support chat saves like every question that comes up, and I'm going through and analyzing all the questions and coming up with content. And Ryan and I are working on a plan to bring some more, like more of a structured course, which is going to blow your mind because no one's doing it like we're going to do it. And you know, like our goal is for you to succeed. I have always come from a place of, one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel, one of the reasons I do anything in my business, I just want to learn and I want to teach. I want to learn and I want to teach. That's what I'm passionate about. It. I want to see
so
you
good at it.
succeed. And so like, this is where I want to be. I'm glad that this is where y'all want to be, because we're going to change the world. And when I tell you, like, these things are blowing people's minds, because they just don't understand that even when to us it's simple, when you go do your demos and stuff, to us it's like, it's going to take me 5 minutes to show you like a chat on your website, because we have the tool to do that. 5 minutes, boom. And they're like, whoa, you can't do that on another platform. Are you kidding me right now? You can't do that on another platform. So I'm pumped to be here. I'm pumped to have the community we have, because it's just like nothing is going to beat this. We can't be touched. We can't be touched.
And you know, this is the only chatbot platform ever created by chatbot builders who have created bots, who have sold bots, who have used bots, who have taught people about bots. And there's no one that's taught more people about chatbots than you, Kelly, including myself. We're continuing to learn from each other at this point, which is what makes it extra cool for me. But hit it, bring it, put that spotlight back on the queen.
Y'all, I'm doing a live broadcast tomorrow on YouTube, 10 a.m. Central Time. And I'm going at both here on this YouTube channel as well as Baby Got Bot. We're multi-streaming. And I'm going to teach you how to build like one of these basic bots that we're talking about, like this powerful plug and play. Let me show you how it's done. What I like to call the fast multilingual bot, because anytime you plug in to CBB, it's instantly multilingual. And we're going to build together tomorrow. So if you're curious, if you're a beginner, if you have been doing this forever and you just want to see how I build, like, come on out.
You better be there, man. You better be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be watching.
I need to put my thing back on.
Hey, and you know what? Shout out to Wendy and Luis and Danny and everyone, especially in the Spanish community. I told y'all I'm going to be learning Spanish this year, and I've been practicing not well enough to show you right now, because you'll make fun of me, and I still cry when people make fun of me. I don't have the confidence Kelly has, because I don't have the millions of views just yet, but I am trying to learn. And when I'm in there, I'm not just sitting there. I'm literally trying to understand what you guys are, and I'm getting there, man. I can understand when both Luis and Wendy and Danny gangster. Sometimes I don't know what his Spanish is saying. I'll be real. I understand his English, but I'm learning more, guys. And man, I seriously think there's not a single person on the planet I know that's better with formulas and just straight math than my circle of friends than Wendy. And I've just found that your community you're so overlooked, in my opinion. You're geniuses. And if I can just understand, you guys are already so much smarter than me, because you understand my horrible English, my English, and your language, plus probably other languages. And like, to me, we've got the best builders, the best community, the best educator, the best hats, prompt engineering hats. We're going to have to drop some more merch. And this is all for you guys. Okay. If we were the greedy company, Kelly wouldn't be here with us full time now doing the things that we need to make us be better, right? If we were the greedy company, we wouldn't care, and we wouldn't hire Jet Suri, who came from Luis's class. If we care, guys, because like she says, if you don't win, we don't win. And me and Kelly, we don't lose. And you're on a winning team. We're on a winning team. And Kelly, thank you so much for taking the offer. It only took 3 years to get here, but like, this is a dream come true to literally be learning many lessons before I even had the courage to leave the comment that, like, hey, can I contact you somehow, because I want to freaking work with you some way. Like, watching all those videos, and boy, you want to see somebody turn red? Try to find our first podcast from 2020. I was red as a beet, boy. I didn't know what to say.
I was like, what else?
Then I learned the hat trick after that. The hat gave me all the confidence, because boy, I don't know. From that moment, from watching you to being a guest on your show, that I felt so cool being in the presence of a real deal celebrity in my industry, because I already had met Gary Vee to now having you side by side with me and leading the team, leading the way. You're in the position you were born to be in. You're leading the way for chatbots and AI for the world again, just like you did when the legacy platforms weren't legacy. And so I appreciate you and I thank you, and we all love you. And
Thank you.
I'm hoping that with the team Asta and the new flavor in the house we've got, we're gonna get you those views, those millions of views that you deserve. That I've always wanted. I just want my girl here
I
to have
know you do. I
millions
know
of
you
views,
do.
man.
I think I started putting. I know I got to get off, but I got to tell you,
I know it's too fun.
it's too fun. It's too fun. I started putting every Saturday. I do Spanish videos on
So
my
good.
channel, and like, listen, I'm sacrificing for y'all. I love you so
It's
much.
real.
And I really am driving a LATAM energy here. I don't speak Spanish. I can order a beer. I can order breakfast. I can ask where the El Baño is. That is where
That's
it
my
goes.
best one right
But
there.
listen, I knew from the get we need strong LATAM
It was her. It was you.
sources.
You're the
I
reason
said it, and
that
I
you
was like,
finished
if no
him.
one's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I got Hey Jen, I got AI on my side, and I started turning my videos into Spanish. And I think because of that, my views dropped because I'm confusing the algorithm right now. So if you see my videos in the Spanish, please go
Show
and like
love. Show
show
love.
it some love because I'm retraining the algorithm right now. Because I used to get like thousands of views, and now I'm back down to
Dude,
like 200.
but
Because
last
of that, and I know that's the risk you take, but I think it's worth it because
worth it.
I'm coming to help teach you, and I want to teach you in a language that is as easy as possible because it doesn't have to be complicated. And I truly believe that we have AI on our side, not only as our platform, but we have AI on our side to bring you the resources you deserve. So
Not only is she doing, like, I know you get this will be the last thing because she's got to go, and I ain't getting the Bot Queen in trouble on the first day. But I'll say this: not only, guys, this is how much we care, bro. Like, if we didn't care, this wouldn't be. This is the proof. Like, I'll always bring the receipts, like just like she has her entire time ever being in the public eye of YouTube. She is the one that told me, because our vice president Wendy is such an OG gangster that she's not going to necessarily ever admit defeat. She's never been defeated, but like, bro, she's the only one on our team that actually knew Spanish. And like,
Mhm.
after talking with Kelly, I'm like, yeah, of course I'm an idiot. I didn't see that. And so the next thing, what did I do? I freaking hired somebody like the next day. I was like,
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
everything.
He
Drop
did. I was like,
everything. I'm
we
the
need
best
videos,
person
we
that
need
we can.
resources, we need a support person who can handle this. And
Oh, bro,
bam, next day we
like,
had Jet Free on the team. She's amazing.
the first time Kelly got on to me, it was almost like the server went down, like heart attack style. Like, holy.
I give a little tough love. If you guys don't know, hi, I'm Kelly. I like to give tough love to the people I love the most. So
But you know what? I say, as soon as this has happened, elevated, 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 and that's what we're gonna do for you every single day.
yes,
No one's gonna go so late at night for you. She's getting off. No one's gonna go so hard for you. Give everything we got, all the secret sauce, for asking for such little investment. That's we have to operate. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We're not that rich yet. We have to operate.
No,
So like, this is as
she
low
was
as it
just
goes.
joking. I'm not making a big salary.
And,
Yes.
and I want you to understand this too, guys. Like I've said, your value only will increase. Your price will never decrease as long as you're an account holder. But you watch these people after around my birthday. For some of y'all might know my birthday, the price will change, and we've got the number set. I won't drop that yet, but I'll say it'll be between
Get in while you can.
$79 and $99. That's what it will
Get
be
in
because
while
that's
you
what it's
can.
worth.
And it'll be worth
That is
it, to
why
be
it's
honest,
worth
especially with
all
everything we're
day.
bringing, you know,
All
like you
day.
can't.
It's worth, our inbox is worth it right now. But
Yeah, just the inbox.
the things that are coming are gonna, like she said, blow you away. And but someone asked about the courses and training. Bro, that's why she is here. She's going to train all of us. We're all learning together. But as we create standards, we're the ones creating the first textbook that will ever exist for AI chatbots as we know them today. But with that, we got to let her go
I gotta
because
go. It's my bedtime, y'all. I'm old.
school night, school night. Kelly, thank you so
It's a
much for
school night.
everything.
Thank
Love you so much
you.
for all you do, and we'll chat tomorrow or later
Yeah,
on. So, well,
for sure.
tomorrow, you're going. I ain't getting you in trouble. Bye.
Yeah. I'll catch y'all on the flip. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
See you later,
Peace.
guys. That is the thing I've been hoping and praying and teasing and pushing out there, but it just had to be done the right way. And I don't do things half stepping, as they say. And so my goal, my job is to make sure every single team member, every single co-creator that is invested in us, and in the way I look at it, invested in me, is going to succeed, is going to be happy, is going to that surprise and delight thing. Like you got to make sure everything's Gucci. That's the only adjective that works. And I love it when you guys say these words because there's just no other way to describe it. It's just Gucci. Now you see, I don't play games. I mean what I say. I do what I say I'm going to do. And it is going to just help you. And that is going to help me. Okay. So that's how this works. Game over for the entire platform SaaS space. I just took that rug that all y'all been chilling on, counting your money, and I just said, what? And I flipped it right underneath you, and you're flipped in the air right now in space in slow motion. And now the bomb just got dropped that we've got the most famous, well-known, properly educated, still gangster chatbot legend that's got your back now. Do you realize how amazing it is to be able to speak with a person that like is responsible for so many people working in chatbots, Kelly, and to speak to the person who's responsible for your essentially ability to succeed or not. If the product sucks, you can't succeed. The product doesn't suck. Our product, I'll put it against anybody out there. Anyone. We already marched through the competition with the last final mic drop of letting you know that the chatbot king and the chatbot queen are aligned on the same team. And someone asked, what is the name of our group? We are chatbot builders. Everyone else is doing their own thing. You're a mini chatter, you're a bot presser, not presser, voice flower, whatever you are, you can call it whatever you want. We are chatbot builders, and we rule the kingdom of AI. And guess what? There's a lot of money to be made in AI. I don't need to put $20,000 or 10 million ROAS on my thumbnails. I don't want 10 million views. I want 500 views of the 500 best brains in chatbots, with maybe a 50 or 60 of them being the competitors that are just trying to learn where they're messing up and trying to be better than me, because that's only going to make me better. Y'all realize that? The moment I sniff someone coming close, whoosh, warp speed, son. It's like the Millennium Falcon, except this is CB Bizzle. And with that, I think that's all she wrote for the night. Again, I was up late last night with the homie. That was a fun podcast. If you missed it, go back and watch it. Worth it. Buddy drop bombs. And it explains exactly why you should not. Hey, Google SEO wizard out there. Google, listen, this one's important. Hashtag important for all the transcript SEO out there. The podcast last night clearly explained to people that know or don't know the platforms of BotPress and VoiceFlow, the traditional legacy platforms, and Zapier for that matter, because apparently people are making chatbots only with Zapier. These are going to be the most inefficient, expensive, hard to sell, not profitable ways to create AI solutions in 2024 and beyond. Challenge me on that. Any of those CEOs are welcome to join me on this podcast. I got some money, dog. I'll fly up to your office and we can talk about it. We can have a live product to product. I don't even need to bring my computer, and we will beat the pants off any chatbot you put out there. IBM Watson, I've been watching you for a minute, and you still got a human chat on your web chat website. So y'all, it's game over. I want to find the next thing to accomplish for you guys in April, and so that'll be announced very soon. But you've just entered the matrix. If you're here, thank you. As I typically say, I love you guys, seriously. And I don't like to give tough love. I'm not good at it. But if you ever get it from me, know that is what it is. I just want you to win and do things the right way and achieve everything that you want. Why? Because if you're able to do that, you're going to give me the ability to do that for my family. That's just the truth. So I do love each and every one of you that support us by being a member, by watching, or just being a fan. And shout out to the haters too. I don't even see you. I'll tell you what, guys, this is my last thing I'll say. Every day is a what? Every day is a good day. Thank y'all for everything. See y'all later.